He used to curse at us, call us whores. We fought on the court. We fought in the locker room. It was terrible. I ended up at the police station.
That would be the last thing I could ever imagine happening.
Both teams did everything possible, everything to win.
I wish there'd been less competition and that I'd won gold there.
The feeling was it was like we achieved everything we wanted.
What makes an Olympics historic? It's the unforgettable games, the rivalries, the icons. At the 1996 Atlanta Olympic Games, Brazil delivered all of that and even more. There were 15 medals, unprecedented podium finishes, an all-Brazil final, and a record number of golds. We're going to go back 30 years to this event that marked a generation. Brazil started off on the right foot, or rather, with a strong stroke, right on the first day of competition. Gustavo Borges won a silver medal in the 200-meter freestyle with a breathtaking final sprint. In the first 100 meters of the final, he was in fourth place. At the 150-meter mark, he dropped to fifth. And then came the sensational sprint that took him to second place and the silver medal.
Because my strategy was a more conservative one. And when I make the turn at 150, that's when I kick in with my legs. And when I do that, I think, wow, I've still got plenty of strength left in my legs. So that's when I really go for it. I make that final sprint, to bring home the medal. I go from fourth to second place. So yes, it was planned, I would have liked to have had less competition and won the gold there, but the silver came and I was happy with it.
Brazil also got good results in the water. Besides the silver medal, Gustavo Borges also won bronze in the 100-meter freestyle. Fernando Scherer, Xuxa, also took bronze in the 50-meter freestyle. On the seas, Robert Scheidt, Thorben Grael, and Marcelo Ferreira brought Brazil its first gold medals in the history of Olympic sailing. On the courts, the spotlight was all on the women. It was the first time Brazilian women had ever won Olympic medals, and there were two of them, simultaneously, in the all-Brazilian final of beach volleyball, which, by the way, made its Olympic debut at those games. On one side, Jaque and Sandra took the gold medal. On the other, Adriana and Monica took the silver.
It all happened so fast, right? In the sense of how beach volleyball made it to the Atlanta Olympics, right? It was 4 years and we were there to represent Brazil.
Honestly, I didn't expect it. Of everything I could have imagined, that was the last thing I ever thought would happen.
And I was already very emotional just to be playing in a final. I was a bit distracted, I wasn't that focused. Because when I thought, wow, I'm in an Olympic final, guys, how is that even possible? I'm already a silver medalist. So my mind was I wasn't really focused on the game.
The image of the four of us on the podium, right? Yeah, a Brazilian 1-2, us with the Brazilian flag on our backs. I'll never forget it. It's unforgettable. I think it will be remembered forever.
But it was indoor volleyball that set up a clash with all the ingredients of an epic showdown. In the 90s, you couldn't talk about women's volleyball without mentioning the intense rivalry between Brazil and Cuba. And at the Atlanta Games, the two teams faced each other right in the semifinals, both hungry to reach the final. Brazil needed to give 101%. And the Cuban players came on strong, both in the match and in the taunting. They wanted to win that match and reach the final.
That game really came down to the smallest details. It was a tense match from start to finish, And we were fighting so hard to make it through the semifinals there. I think that for me, it was one of the most hard-fought matches, one of the toughest I've had in my sports career. The Brazilian team had a lot of skill, every player, all of them. And I think both teams did everything possible, everything to get the win.
So they cursed at us, called us whores. We fought on the court. We fought in the locker room. It was terrible. I ended up at the police station.
After a night of battles, both on and off the court, The team gathered their strength to play again the very next morning, to defeat Russia and win the bronze medal, the first ever for Brazilian women's volleyball in Olympic history. And of course, I couldn't talk about the Atlanta Olympics without mentioning them. Queen Hortensia, Magic Paula, and Jeanette, the trio that led Brazil to an unprecedented final against the United States, and secured the historic silver medal for women's basketball.
The feeling was it was like we achieved everything we wanted. We were Pan American, World and South American champions and medalists. This was the only medal missing for our generation. So it's the feeling of a job well done, the feeling of, we made it, we're here, it was worth it, all the effort was worth it, all the dedication was worth it.
There was still time for a bronze medal in soccer, a result that left a bittersweet feeling for the Brazilians. The soccer team, full of stars with names like Dida, Rivaldo, Roberto Carlos, Bebeto, they suffered a tough defeat against Nigeria in the semi-finals, but managed to overcome it to beat Portugal by a landslide and secure the bronze medal. And you, what is your favorite memory from the Atlanta Olympic Games? Or the stories you've heard people talk about? Maybe you weren't even born at the time? Anyway, share it with us in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like. We prepared something really special on our website with all the stories about the 30-year anniversary of the Atlanta Games. And if you like Olympic sports, join us and follow all the news over at Lance. Thank you and see you next time.